Hello and welcome to another video for Auto Solutions Checkpoint. Just want to update you. I've not been putting as many videos on this side of the year. Lots and lots of things going on at the moment. To name a few, the P100 got damaged. Somebody actually vandalised it, which led me to need to get 4 tyres for it, and they also smashed the headlight as well. Also, just with trying to find another garage, basically my heart's not really been in it videoing on jobs, which I know I should probably do. Whenever I lost some of the footage on the Fiesta, I thought that was it, but basically it turns out the footage, even with the Cavalier convertible, doing all the progress on that, service work, putting the radio in it, sorting a lock on it, just these silly things, I've lost that. Jobs that I've done on the John Deere to make another video, I've also lost that. There's a few other bits and pieces that I lost, and it was basically down to a phone. It ended up it was a corrupted memory card, and then the screen broke, so I can't get access to it. I've tried unlocking it through my Samsung account, so I've unlocked it, but I can't gain any information out of it at the moment for some reason, so I don't really know what the next step with that there would be. I'm thinking maybe just get a new screen and visualizer. I don't know whether I would lose the memory if I done that. And also the P100 is up for its MOT this month, and also the Cavalier is up for the MOT this month. So I went this morning and picked up a set of used alloys, 17-inch alloys. They're Corsa limited edition ones. They're off a 2016 or 2017 plate. So looking forward to getting them fitted. I don't think it'll need much for its MOT. I think all I really need to do now is get an injector for it and get it the wee misfire sorted on it. The P100 is needing the exhaust work done. It's basically the back box, the wee temporary repair I done in between. Didn't last long, so I'm required to try and source a repair for it. The centre bit you can't buy no more, and also all I need to do is find out what the bore is and then get a replacement bit and just repair that centre section. That's the only thing I can see that will work, I guess. In regards to the pursuit for a new yard and unit, it's not going too good now. Everything that is coming up is either too far away. Any of the ones that's affordable is too far away. Any of the ones that are suitable, closer, are quite a lot of money, which I don't really want to be spending that much, just due to other commitments as well. I'm just hoping that it'll all pan out. At the age I am, I don't feel settled. I really want to get somewhere that I can call my own. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place of whether to buy or just continue to rent somewhere. So this is my dilemma, I guess. I'm also waiting on word back from another unit. It's a wee bit more pricey. So as most of you have gathered from previous videos this year hasn't exactly went according to plan. Between people blocking recoveries when I'm clearly doing a recovery, and you get people contacting you on the other hand, they're wanting a car transported. So I had this absolute idiot contact me, and in fact I'll just screenshot his name. Absolute tube of a guy arranges a recovery, changes the location and asked me to re-quote. Well, obviously I was able to do the quote a bit cheaper because I had a vehicle to pick up in Portobello. So basically the car that he was wanting moved was from Falkirk to somewhere in Edinburgh. Basically I thought to myself, right, well I'll do it half the price of what I would usually do it, just obviously kill 2 birds with one stone. Do that job, go straight up to Portobello, get the other car, drop it off in Bathgate, lob your uncle, finish your granny, everybody's happy. So he wanted to change course. So he wanted the vehicle, instead of going to Edinburgh, it was going out to Lone Head. which you're going across the bypass. The bypass, the Edinburgh bypass, is an absolute nightmare. If you've ever been on it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's not even at certain times. You do get some complete bellends that don't know how to drive and crash at any time. It's ridiculous. No laybys or anything. So this here guy arranged the transportation. It was for the following Wednesday. I sent him the price for, just obviously to change the price because it was going off course. So he never got back to me. So my suspicion is somebody out there that isn't properly adequately insured to do the job, obviously is doing this willy-nilly and not actually basically kind of stand with it. That's the only way I could justify it, that he's obviously went to somebody else. Now obviously I messaged him a couple of days later. I said, look pal, you're going to need to confirm this because obviously I could be missing out on another job. He didn't reply to me, so I left it till the next day. Obviously by that stage that position had been filled. And you know something, either the guy's blocked me or something, but the messages haven't even been opened or nothing. So basically that's the joys of Facebook. Like, don't get me wrong, there is some decent people out there, but the majority of folk on Marketplace or the messaging of business or whatever, 9 times out of 10, I would say 90% of the time, they'll be a time waster, and on the rare occasion you get a decent person that actually follows through, you know. So as I was saying before on my previous rant about the guy that was basically shocked at my price and he was basically told where to go, you know, I cannot be dealing with people like that. That's absolutely ridiculous. You know, and then on the other end of the scale you get people that don't reply back to you after potentially they booked the job in to begin with. You know, it was booked in, and then obviously they change in the price. At the end of the day, I don't do this for free. You know, I'm not a charity business, and at the end of the day I've got mouths to feed and a roof to keep over my head as well. So looking at it this way, just people that are shocked with prices, you know, they don't realise that see when the price of everything goes up, the price of parts go up as well. So if I'm providing a service to somebody where I need to go and buy parts, well, I'm afraid to say the price of parts go up, right? Also my time, I need to put obviously up my time as well. Obviously I keep my prices as keen as I can at all times, but at the same time I can't help when other people put prices up, you know. So just say for instance I got a service like last year or whatever, it's not going to be the exact same price this year time, it's going to go up in price, whether it be 10 quid, 20 quid, these things happen and there's not a lot I can do to prevent that, you know. But it's annoying that people make you out to be the robber when all you're wanting to do is provide them a good service. And 9 times out of 10 I end up with customers that have lost faith in the motor trade, obviously because there is people out there that do cut corners, there's people out there that scam their way into doing things, there's loads of scenarios, but one of my most recent ones, customer developed a misfire in their car. It's been basically building up over the past 6 months. So I went along. Apparently what had happened initially, they put too much oil in it. Then they took it along to a garage local to them, where the garage was ordered to service the vehicle, to give it a full service and sort the oil problem out. So bear this in mind folks, right? So it goes along to a garage to get a full service, right? And obviously the oil sorted out, obviously the oil would need to get sorted out. So this was a good while ago this had happened. So over the past 6 months, now the customer only said at the end of it that it was about a year ago that they took the vehicle in, put too much oil in it and whatnot. So that's fine. They only used that vehicle, they didn't use that vehicle a lot until the van broke down, because they walked dogs and that. So the vehicle itself basically only got used to go to the likes of Aldi or whatever, which was just round the corner, didn't do a lot of mileage. The car has very low mileage, 41,000 miles for a 2010 Astra, which sounds really good. So it's not had a lot of driving. So basically over the past 6 months it developed a misfire, right? So bearing that in mind, the ESP light came on, right, just recently, and it was basically causing the vehicle to run limp. It wasn't running on all 4 cylinders, it was running 3 cylinders. Somebody recommended me to them, and it just so happened to be that Egypt that was ripping the complete piss, trying to get me to jump through hoops and fix his car for pennies. I went out to diagnose the vehicle and basically plug it in, see what the codes were. So there was 2 codes, and it was one for the ESP and the other one was like a P0300 code, and it was a misfire. So basically the recommendations for that was common fault, change the battery, and it could have a damaged spark plug. Right? There was no mention of coil pack or anything on it. So I had arranged to catch up with them again with a service kit and also a battery. So I brought all that along. Went to take the coil pack out to get to the spark plugs, and guess what? The port number 4, right below where the oil filler is, was full of oil. Right? Basically what's happened, whenever the customer had topped it up with oil too much, it had seeped down into the port. So basically having to fish the oil out, I used a syringe, managed to draw most of it out and took the spark plugs out of it. Now, they were the original spark plugs, they were GM spark plugs. Put it back together again and done the service and the rest of it. The air filter, considering the miles that the car had done from it that it had been serviced, the oil filter was disgusting, right? The air filter was disgusting, and also the cabin filter. The cabin filter was the original cabin filter. So the person that done this full service hadn't even bothered changing the cabin filter. So I'd replaced all that, put it all back together again, put a new battery on it, deleted the codes, started it up, went to take it a run, and guess what? It was still misfiring. So I decided, done a wee bit more investigation, testing certain things. Turned out it was injector number 1. Injector number 1, when you disconnected it, it made little to no effort at all. When you disconnect any of the other ones, it's basically running all over the place. So that to me identified that there was a problem with the cylinder 1 side, and obviously that coil, the trouble code that was coming up, not one bit was recommending the coil pack. It was like injector, wiring harness, blah 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 blah, but not the coil pack. But I said to the customer, look, your bill is going to grow arms and legs, so I don't really want to be stabbing in the dark and changing things for the sake of it, and your bill goes sky high. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So I'll come back when I've got a wee bit more time to do more tests. So I'm testing everything the next time, and to be honest, I wasn't really getting anywhere. I went to take the coil pack back out again, and to see if maybe there was something stuck inside the coil pack, check the condition of it, nothing. So zapped it all back together again and decided to bite the bullet and buy a brand spanking new coil pack for it. And lo and behold, it was sorted. So her faith is now restored in the motor trade. She's absolutely over the moon, her man's over the moon, and I've gained another customer. So looking at it that way, somebody else's negligence has got me the work because they haven't done the job right. Now, obviously the customer had showed me the receipt for the work that had been done. But obviously it's too late. Like, that was about a year ago. It's too late to make a song and dance about that. But considering it's not even done 400 mile from that service, and for the condition of them parts to be in, and considering that the spark plugs were original GM, no chance in a million years, because I know of the garage and I know that they don't use like dealer parts. It's just not on. So with that in mind, that was our car sorted. But it's been mental, I'm doing quite more mobile jobs. I had one last night over just between Falkirk and Glasgow, just on the border. I went out to diagnose it because apparently when he was turning the key round, it was as if it was a flat battery. So obviously I'm going out, put my booster pack on it and started it up, and popped it. Obviously I had the one pop and started it up, and I seen straight away the fan belt had snapped, so the fan belt wasn't there, and that was that. That was an easy diagnostics job. Then I had another one over in Stirling. It was a Ford Mondeo, and what they'd done was mix the jump leads up, put positive on the negative and negative on the positive, and somehow, instead of fusing anything, it managed to lock the keys out of the vehicle, so the keys weren't getting recognised by the immobiliser. So all I had to do was go through and program the keys to the ECU, and it was sorted. So it was a bit of a late finish last night, but the good lady had my dinner sitting waiting for me when I went home, so cover loads. Aye, it's been swings and roundabouts this year, I'm not going to lie. It's been quite testing. It has been a struggle, but I'm hoping eventually I'll get there and get a decent unit, and obviously take it from there. But I'm quite looking forward to getting these wheels on the Cavalier, because they do look smart. I'll show you them, right, you see. So guys, I know what you are saying, it's a bit modern for the Cavalier, but I think they would look absolutely beautiful on that. Picked them up for 150 bucks, which I thought was pretty decent. Can't really be grumbling at that. Right, so I'll get them fitted up. I'll need to work out when the MOT's up on that, but I'm definitely going to be selling the both of them this year. P100 and the Cavalier are going. I've seen another set of John Deere wheels, but I'll need to find out if they will fit, because they're 9-inch steel wheels but with good tyres. Guys wanting £50 each for them, so I'm hoping, I think what I'll do, I'll ask on the John Deere site and see what people are saying, because the sooner I get a set of tyres for that, the sooner I can get it tested in some way, get it road legal, and decide what I'm going to do with it. I've had about 15 offers, and I'm no joking you, like even when I first got it, I had my friends private messaging me, texting me, how much you want for it, whatever, and see half of them I know they wouldn't spend what they're worth, you know, they're tight as two coats of paint and they would expect it for nothing. So quite possibly if I am selling it, I'll just put it on eBay. And as regards to eBay as well, I've got the Fiesta up on eBay, and I've put a reserve on it for £3,000. Book price, as you know, is like 4,700 and something, so I've put a £3,000 reserve on it. So it's already been up, it was up a full week, and it ended on the Saturday night, and it only went for 1,850 or something. Then I had some cheeky swine messaging me, oh, I was the winning bidder, what would you want for it? And I said to him, look, £3,000 would buy it, you know, told him what the book price was on it. He's like, you're kidding me on, pal. He says, it went for £1,800, I'll give you £1,900 for it. I said to him, look, I would rather keep it, I would rather fill it with plants and make it into a planter outside my house than give it away for £1,900, because as you guys know how much I paid for that and how much I've put into it, and it's still a cheap car at £3,000, especially with the MOT on it. And the longer it sits out, the MOT is just dying out. You know, it was MOT'd in February and we're now on April. So what's it going to be? I'm going to keep it, I'll just get sign writing on it, and I'll just park it at the side of the road and basically plug this channel. I'll get it all sign written and get people to come to the channel, or somebody decent comes along and buys it. It's getting ridiculous now, because people are still under the influence that car prices are sky high, and you're seeing all these cars that are well overpriced, you know, and it doesn't seem to stop. I drove past a car lot that had a 2010 Transit Connect, a navy blue one, right, for £6,500. You know, that garage is renowned to be dear, but £6,500? Are you off your nut? Oh, I don't know. So as much as this year has been pants so far, it's not all been doom and gloom, and there has been a fair share of good jobs, and I've met my fair share of really good people, really nice people, so not everybody's a dafty. There's one that actually tracked me down through the YouTube channel. He was out away past Dunblane, glow plugs on a Transit. I managed to replace 3 glow plugs, one of them was stuck in, so I've just recommended that it would go to a specialist to get the glow plug removed. However, it solved the problem, done a DPF regen and that. But the big guy, Donald, hi Donald, hi, genuine nice guy. Whenever I arrived out to his town, arrived at his house, he put a gazebo up round the van, so it was absolutely lashing down that day. On the way up, I had so much fun driving through puddles. You know, it's hilarious going up. But whenever I arrived, as a tent up, I managed to stay dry, working on the vehicle, and I top load again, an absolute dino cup of tea as well. So we're in Kimbuck, and wow, look how high the water level is. You can see further up. That's choppy. Just thought I would stop and get a little video. Let you see the volume of rainfall. It is absolutely disgusting today, like really not nice. That is quite a fast flow as well. Just feel sorry for people that are out working today, including me. I'm feeling sorry for myself, but somebody's got to do it. Thought I would come a little further along the road just to show you how choppy this is. And noisy. Seems to be crazy over at that bit further over. That is wild. I can remember the one up in Callander, it burst its banks, and basically Callander was flooded. Definitely wasn't a good year for them, like. But yeah, I think with the way this year has been going, it's making me re-evaluate, but I really don't want to give up doing what I'm doing because I get so much enjoyment doing what I do. I don't really want to wash my hands off it and go and do something else because I really enjoy doing what I'm doing. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. So I'm just hoping that there's positive things on the horizon, that I get myself another unit and yards, and then I combine both yards and units that I've got, get rid of them and focus on just the one place. And then at least I can basically grow as a channel and a business as well. As I believe that now it's like walking in a swamp or running with these blocks up attached to your feet. You know, allow the chance to progress, so I think it's for the best in the long run. But I'm not giving up hope. Every time I get a chance, like whether it be on my lunch break or at home at night, I'm constantly scanning the internet just in case something comes up that's suitable, or maybe something along the line that I've missed. So I'm just going to keep positive with it. Yeah, I've had a phone call from the nursery, so I'm on my way back to collect Mason. He had a temperature of 39, so we give him Calpol and he seems fine now, but I'm collecting him anyway. So I'm going to take him, get him some lunch and go to a farm or something, let him see some animals, see if I can cheer him up a wee bit. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am trying my best to construct some videos for you, some content, so you guys just bear with me, get myself in the frame of mind, and back on track doing them for you. Where are your sheepies? Meh. Where's the sheepies, Mason? Meh. 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 Three sheep, Mason.
Baby sheepy, Papa sheep.
Oh, look at the babies. Where's the wee babies? Bah. Bah.
Papa sheep.
The wee babies, the wee baby sheep. Moo. Where's the cows? And the sheep.
Sheep.
Moo. Moo. Mason, can you say Yakshamash? Yakshamash. Mason, Yakshamash. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and again, I'm sorry it's not the best of content, but at the end of the day, I gotta keep a present going. But you guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you're feeling generous, because you hitting the subscribe button really helps the channel, because I really want to make the channel grow and make it successful, because I'm investing quite a lot of money into making it happen. So every subscribe helps. You guys take care, and I'll see you later. Take care.